So in this presentation, I will be presenting Project 3 Part 2, and I will be showing you my layout and composition for the elements to these designs. So these are my concept sketches from the previous presentation. So these are the two poster designs that I chose. The first one is of the fish, where its body is deteriorating from being in the water, and the top of its head is above water, and I just wanted to show that, to show how polluted their waters are from all the plastic that ends up there. And I just wanted to show the bones of this fish to show how toxic that these plastics can be to them and how they affect their life. The headline for this is Save My Home. And the colors I chose are pretty much representational. I made the fish's head orange so that it would stand out more, and the focal point of this poster is the eye, so that's where our eyes would go towards first, and then the headline, and then the polluted articles in the water. The font I use is my own created font. It's block letters in my own writing, and I made it purple because it stood out from the blue background. So this is my second poster, and I chose to do the compressed block of garbage. I decided to go with only 4 colors because I wanted to keep it simple, and since all these colors flow well together, it doesn't crowd anyone's eyes whenever they're looking at it. And the headline for this is No More Single-Use Plastics, and I wrote it in the coffee cup label, and I thought this was really clever because it blends in with the poster, and it doesn't crowd anything, it doesn't add anything extra to it. And I wanted the message to be there, but I didn't want it to be the main part of the poster. And in the corner, I have a plastic bag, the thank you plastic bag that we would receive from different stores, which is really iconic, and I just wanted to include it. But instead of it saying just thank you, I put no thank you as a play on words, suggesting that we shouldn't be using plastic bags and to say no thank you to plastic bags, since they affect our waters. So this is my first billboard design. I decided to go with the matches, which were on fire, and one of the matches is an earth instead of a match. And I just wanted to show the effects of climate change and rising temperatures in a metaphorical sense. The headline is We're on Fire, and I just wanted to incorporate humor into this billboard as well, something that stood out, something that was easy to read, which is why the font is so simple. This font is just my own writing, and I wanted to keep it super minimal because no one really stops and reads all the text on a billboard. A billboard is something to pass by really quick and retain information quickly. And all the colors I use are pretty much representational of the objects in this billboard, and I chose to use this dark purplish blue as the background to represent space and like outer space, and I just thought that it made the actual main contents of this billboard stand out more. So this is my second billboard design. I made a killer whale trapped in a water bottle with polluted water, and I just thought this was really effective because it shows how much space our pollution actually picks up for these animals. And I didn't want to make it too literal, and the headline for this is "Stop Polluting," just a nice simple message to be portrayed in this billboard, something really quick and fast that anyone can read. And the colors for this billboard are also pretty much representational. The main focal point of the billboard is the killer whale, and then we go to look at the headline, which is done on purpose, and I thought it was really effective using black rather than keeping the muted tone and using gray. And I put the whale, the killer whale, in a water bottle because water bottles are one of the leading plastics that end up in our oceans, and they take a long time to decompose, which would greatly affect the life of these animals. So these are my two shirt designs. The one on the left is gray, and on the front I just wanted to include a simple star in the corner. It's a purple star. And on the back where the main design is, it's a distorted circle. It's an oval placed diagonally, like diagonally from the shirt. And the text is "Save Our Planet." And this font is just a font I created, and I just wanted the font to fill up the entire space of this oval. And the colors I used are something that will stand out against the purple circle that I decided to make purple. And I put 2 stars in the corner, which direct our eyes to the middle of the shirt where the main message is. And for my second shirt, it's a dark purple shirt, and in the corner of the front it says "Save Our Earth" in a circle, similar to the last shirt where the words are inside something, except this is a circle. I chose the colors to represent Earth, but I just put them in different hues to make it match more, and I didn't want it to stand out too much to the point where no one would want to wear it. And I just made the colors a little bit muted so that it was more casual. And in the corner of the circle I just put 2 stars, 2 pink stars, as a decorative element. And on the back of this shirt I wanted to do the same thing as the first shirt. It's an earth, and I made it distorted into an oval. The colors are representational of the earth, and they're the same blue and green colors I used for the front of this shirt. And in the bottom corner I also added the 2 pink stars to continue what I did on the front of the shirt and just keep it super consistent. So for these 2 shirts I was going for more of a casual streetwear type of aesthetic because I wanted to incorporate both functionality and wearability, and I think these shirts would allow the buyer to wear it more than once, more than just for a campaign, and I wanted them to wear it as casual wear rather than something informational. And I just thought that if the design was too structured with too much information, then it wouldn't be worn as much compared to these designs where they're more focused on functionality. No, they're more focused on aesthetic rather than functionality, but they still function to a point where I wanted them to. Like, a message is still being portrayed. And the text I use for these shirts are a more decorative text. They're a little harder to read, but not too hard, and you have to take a bit of your time to actually read it, but I still find that it's not too much of a struggle to actually read the text on these shirts. And that's it for this presentation. Thank you for listening.